Hi, my name is Jill, and I'm going to talk about my experience with the LGS protocol with Dr. Beltran. I'm going to talk about my experience with the LGS protocol with Dr. Beltran. I'm a nutritionist, and so I thought I knew about vitamin D and everything involved, but as you'll see, I had a little ways to go, and it really helped me. So I have a number of immune system issues. I have Mast Cell Activation Syndrome, I have Hashimoto's, Sjogren's, autoimmune autonomic neuropathy, POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. And you might have noticed I have pretty bad rosacea. I have tried a number of things over the years to try to help it. I am super strict with my diet and my lifestyle. I haven't had sugar in like a decade. I work hard and my husband works hard to help me, avoid toxins, sleep well, all that stuff. I've tried immune suppressants. They actually suppressed my immune system too much, so I couldn't stay on those. Steroids work amazing on my immune issues, but they turn me into a crazy person. And so for the last 6 years, I have been on high dose IVIG, and that has really helped a lot of my symptoms. It's not perfect, but a lot of them. And I knew that vitamin D was important. And I thought I was taking enough and getting enough because I was on 5,000 IU of D3 per day, plus getting a lot of sunshine. I actually moved from Alaska to California partially to be able to get more sunshine. I was aware of this beautiful graph put out by the grassroots health people that shows that almost every disease they measure gets better the higher your vitamin D gets. And so it wasn't like I was ignorant of this stuff. And so my situation kind of started in wildfire season. So I live in California, and my mast cell activation syndrome gets pretty bad when I smell wildfire. And so when wildfire season came, I went to the coast. I went to this beautiful place with fresh air, but something happened and something triggered my mast cells or my immune system. And I started having all kinds of new issues with foods that I had not previously reacted to. I was getting some scary throat swelling. And then one day, out of nowhere, that scary throat swelling went away, but I got this new butterfly rash. And it would kind of wax and wane. It actually got worse than this. I was embarrassed to take a picture when it was worse than this. It got like bubbly and ugly, and it would throb and sting and burn, and I'd wake up in the middle of the night feeling like there was an alien on my face. And it went on for kind of a while, and it obviously looked bad. I was grateful that my throat wasn't swelling anymore, but this was kind of getting out of control. And so I talked to Dr. Beltran, and he encouraged me to look at my genetics around vitamin D. And I had not heard of this before. I was not aware that you could be taking an amount of vitamin D that should be okay for most people, but that maybe my genetics just would not be able to convert that vitamin D into the usable form. So I really appreciate that he taught me about how vitamin D genetics can affect how your body processes histamines. You can see I had kind of circled the genetics where we found that I had a lot of risky SNPs. I also had some that were risky around just the processing of vitamin D. And so he helped me to get on a higher dose. Of course, also the diet is very important, but honestly, I was already doing probably 99% of the LGS diet because I was aware of leaky gut syndrome, and I was already doing the autoimmune protocol. I got a little more strict about avoiding some of the lectins. I had maybe gotten a little bit sloppy on the lectin part, but the other part I had already been doing. And so getting on that higher dose of vitamin D, I was really pleased because the first thing I noticed was that the rash started throbbing and burning and stinging and waking me up in the night. And over time, it gradually got quite a bit better. You can see here, it's not perfect. I still have kind of some scars and stuff, but it's a lot better than it was. And the other thing is that I stopped having weird food reactions. So that was great. I was able to start eating more foods than I could before. For some reason before, whenever I would eat carbohydrates, I would not feel good. And now I'm back to being able to eat like lentils and quinoa and rice. And so that's super nice. My joints are better. I can exercise more before my joints feel achy and creaky. A really nice thing is I no longer have an 8 p.m. anxiety hour. It used to be that no matter what I would do, I'd feel great, happy, relaxed during the day. And then come around 8 p.m., I would find something to be anxious about. And I knew it had to be a mast cell thing because it was also kind of coincide with my face turning red. And I would come to like almost just laugh and wonder, like, what is it going to be tonight? Like, I cannot think of anything I'm anxious about at 7 p.m., but at 8 p.m., all of a sudden there's like all these new things on my mind. So it's very nice that that went away. I'm in general less hyperadrenergic. I think that was part of the POTS, hyperadrenergic. And I also do really, really regular exercise and weightlifting, the same, routines every week. And so I'm able to notice that I got about 10% stronger. I was able to go up 10 pounds on almost everything I do for my weightlifting. And I can't attribute that to anything else. So that was a nice perk. Oh, I'm cross country skiing longer. I worked really hard to be able to cross country ski again. And each year I've gotten a little bit stronger and better. But this year, out of nowhere, I'm just going 25% longer without trying. My IVIG is down from 100 grams to 60 grams, and I'm hoping to take it further. And so I'd just like to thank Dr. Beltran and boy, for all of the other more extreme things that I've tried to get my immune system better. This one sure feels less extreme and safer. And so I'm really excited to be doing that. So that's my experience. I hope it helps. And thanks, Dr. Beltran. Okay, bye-bye.